So this was where we had stopped in the previous class, insight into program execution. And in this, we had seen how you insert a header and footer. So I'll double click on this. The moment you double click, you are taken into the header and footer view. And now here, whatever you had written in one header, it repeats on all the other headers. Okay. But normally if you check out textbooks, you will find that even pages contain a different header setting and odd pages, they contain a different header setting. So how to handle that? So for this, we will double click on header and footer, and here on top you can see something different first page, different odd and even page. I will switch on the magnifier. Here you can see a different first page and different odd and even pages. So what we are going to do is we are going to set a different header and footer for odd pages and a different header and footer for even pages. So we'll click on this checkbox, and the moment you click on the checkbox, you start getting this. Page number 1 shows odd page header and odd page footer. Then page number 2 shows even page header and even page footer. And you also see that all the header information which we had specified earlier, it is gone from the even pages, not from the odd pages. The odd pages contain this. The even pages don't have. So what we are going to do is for the even page, we are going to insert a different header. And for that, let's go to header. And here maybe I can select something like this, that is even page. You can even see in the modern latest versions of Office, you will find a different template also for even and odd pages. So suppose I'm selecting this template, and here I'm typing some document title, maybe computer science or class 11th. So this is how I have typed this. And I'm going to also insert page number over here. Page number is of course displayed on all the pages. So I'm going to insert page number here, and maybe bottom of the page I'm going to select something like this in brackets. So I've provided page number over here. I can also select it, go to home, give it a different color, increase its font size, and finally I'll go to header and footer tools, close header and footer. Now you will see page number 1 has something like this, whereas page number 2 has this setting. So you can provide any setting to this. Even what you can do is, I am double clicking here. Suppose I don't want the page number taking up anything like this. I want the page number to be formatted according to my requirement. So for that, again, I'll go to header and footer, and here I'll go to page number, and bottom of the page, suppose I am inserting it over here. I've inserted it here, and at the back of it, I want an image. So I'll go to insert, and suppose I want some auto shape to be inserted. So I'll go to shapes. Previously it was a hexagon. Suppose now I want a triangle, or I want a shape like this. So I'll click on this shape, draw this, format it. So maybe I can select some inbuilt format, like for example this one. Now I want to send it at the back of the text. So for this I'll go to wrap text and set it as behind text. So I have set this header and footer. Okay. So this way my header and footer is saved. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to header and footer tools, close header and footer, or double click outside. So now you can see page number 1, it's this one. Page number 2, it's like this. Again, page number 3, it's this one. Page number 4, it's like this. So odd pages have a different setting and even pages have a different setting. Yes, what is it?
Ma'am, yesterday I tried this, but in footer option there was not option of page number.
Page number option you will get from this page, this area. One second, let me double click here. Can you see this header and footer tools? Within this, you have to go to header and footer group, and here you will find page number. Now from here you can insert it anywhere. Top of the page, it will go to header. Bottom of the page, this will go to the footer. Got it?
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
So this is how you can insert it for a different setting for odd pages and a different setting for even pages, right? And henceforth, if you insert any number of pages, you will see that odd pages will take the odd page setting and even page will take the even page setting. Now, many times you might have seen that the first page is always different. First page of the chapter is always different. It doesn't contain anything. Okay, because normally it should be something like this. I'll show you with that book. Check this out. This is the first page. Okay, and this first page has page number but doesn't contain any header. Starting from the second page, we have header, but first page is different. So how to give this setting? So we are going to go back to this page and we'll double click on the header so that the header footer is activated. And here within options group, you will find different first page. Just click on this and the first page, the header is removed from your first page. Now what I want is, I want to insert a page number over here. So I'll click here. Maybe I'll go to page number, bottom of the page. I'm inserting it in the center. And this I want to format differently. So I'll select this, make it bold, increase font size, give it some color. So I've given a purple color and I'm not giving any shape in the background for this. I'll scroll to the top in the header section. Now in the header section, I don't want anything. So I can leave it blank, double click outside, and now you can see. This is my first page without header but with a page number. Sometimes page number is also not there in the first page. Then this is my even page. Page number 2, you can see already because we had used a template, it is there. If you want, you can double click on this and you can remove the page number from here. So I've removed the page number. You can customize it according to your requirement. Scroll down, you will find this page number. Then this is again the odd page, the page number 3, for which we had given a heading. Okay. And its page number appears in a different format. Then the even page, page number 4, and its footer like this. So we have a different first page and different odd and even pages. That was one of them. Next is we are going to see what are footnotes and endnotes. Okay, let me tell you what are footnotes and endnotes. You can write something. Footnotes. So what are footnotes? Certain notes inserted at the end of every page, or we can say at the bottom of a page. That is a footnote. End note is certain notes inserted at the end of a document. Now, students, what is a document? It is a group of pages or collection of pages. Okay, so here, when you see, when I am reducing this, how many pages can you see over here? How many pages do you see here? Yes.
One.
Question is opened to anyone. How many pages do you see here?
Two.
There are 2 pages,
And two.
right? But how many documents? This is only one document. That is, one document contains 2 pages. Similarly, I'm going to the next one. I'm going to, how many pages are there in this document?
4.
4 pages, right? So when I say that at the bottom of a page, that is every page can have some notes, that will be known as footnote. And when you add some notes at the end of the document, that is at the end of the last page of the document, that would be end notes. Please write these three things down in your copy, students. Footnotes, end notes, and document. Just write these three things down quickly. MS Word or any word processing software. If you have written it, kindly give me a yes so that I could move on to the next.
I'm written.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please mute yourself, everyone. Now, let us try inserting some footnotes here. Okay. Suppose I have a word named as machine. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a footnote on this, or maybe I can insert a footnote on machine language, this whole thing. So what I'll do is first I will select this machine language. Now I will go to review option. No, I'll go to 1 sec, students. Yes, I'm sorry. We will go to references tab because many a times I get confused between review and references. So we'll go to references tab. Within that, we will go to the footnotes group, and from there I can insert a footnote or an endnote. Please make a note of this. We will go to references tab, footnotes group. References tab. From there we go to footnotes group. Insert footnotes or insert endnotes. Clear? So this is how I'm going to insert. You can write this also. Please write this down. How to access footnotes and endnotes. Which tab, which group, and which option. Now I'm moving over to the next. Yes. So here I'm going to insert a footnote for machine language. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this option, insert footnote. And the moment you click on that option, it takes you to the bottom of the page and it highlights, it inserts the one over here. Okay. And here I will type what is machine language. So I'm just giving a detailed description about what is a machine language. The language which is in the form of binary code. That is, if I want to give extra explanation to the reader, the person who is reading the document, I want to give that person an extra information about some word, some difficult word in your document, then I'm using footnotes. Now if I scroll up, you can see that this one appears as a superscript beside language because a footnote has been added. So the reader who will be reading, he has to check the number is 1. So he will scroll down to the bottom of the page and check out number 1. So he will understand that yes, this is the description for the word which has been coded as number 1. Suppose now next I want to insert another footnote and maybe I can insert it on source code or programmer. So I'm just selecting programmer here. I'll go to references tab, footnotes group, insert a footnote, and you can see now the number given is what? It is 2. And here also you get a 2. So I'm just going to type here the person who types or who codes a program is a programmer. So now user can understand that yes, number 2, it is what? It refers to the second definition. Now usually in a page, you should not have more than 2 or 3 lines of footnotes, because otherwise what will happen? The entire page will be filled with footnotes. That wouldn't make any sense. So every page should, if very necessary, only then you should insert the footnotes. Otherwise, avoid inserting footnotes. Not more than 2 or 3 footnotes should be there on a page. Similarly, you can do it for the other page. Like I can write here extras. Suppose I want to specify something in this word. So I have selected this word. I'll again go to insert footnote, and now it takes up the number 3 because it is the third footnote. Suppose I have written this. So this is the third one. Likewise, I can also keep inserting footnotes everywhere. Suppose I want to insert something for identifiers. So I've selected this, go to insert footnote. So I have given another footnote. So how many total footnotes have I inserted? 4 footnotes I have inserted. Now I want to insert some notes at the end of the document. So for that, I will be going to what? Insert end note. So I'll click on insert end note. Now you can see it takes me to the end of the document, the last page, 4th page. And here it is using lower Roman numerals. So here I can just insert some notes here. So I have inserted certain notes for reference by the reader. Okay. So here also I can go on inserting any end note. I can again insert one more. Now here when I insert another one, it takes up number 2. So I have to be careful about that. I have to insert one end note. And if I want, I can continue this also. So I can continue writing something over here, but usually it should not be again more than 2 or 3 lines. Okay. So this is how we can insert header and footer and footnotes and endnotes in our documents. Is this clear to everyone? It's a very simple thing. It's just to give the user a reference, okay, of difficult words. Suppose you are typing an essay and you are using a very difficult word. So you can insert a footnote on that difficult word by giving the user an insight into what you are trying to explain. Now coming to the next topic, that is tables. How to insert tables in the document. So we will see how to insert tables. We will go for inserting tables. We have to go to the insert tab, tables group. Where do we need to go? Insert tab, tables group. And from here, we have multiple options. Insert table using this grid, or we can click on insert table option or draw table option, or you can also insert an Excel spreadsheet or quick tables. So how many ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. One more way is convert text to table, which we will see a little later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, total of 6 ways of creating tables. Please note this down, where the first one is insert table grid. Second one is insert table dialog box. Third one is draw table option. Fourth one is converting text to table. Fifth one is inserting an Excel spreadsheet. And the last one is quick tables. That is pre-formatted tables. Please write these down. These are the 6 ways in which you can insert tables in your document. Once you finish writing this, kindly let me know.
Ma'am, written.
Okay. I'm going to also send this to you through chat.
Ma'am, completed.
Yes. You sound like a robot here today.
Ma'am, completed.
Just a sec. I've also sent it to you through chat. It will reach you in some time. Yes, you might have got it in the chat now. Okay, so now let's start. So we are going to create a simple table, and let us choose some tables from here, some pre-created tables, and we will try to create those tables here. So I'm going to take yes, this small table I'm going to create. Just insert it. I'm going to create this small table. Okay, so you can see here state of health, fasting value, after eating, minimum, maximum, 2 hours after eating. So here you can see some merged cells. So right now I'm not going to, okay, wait. Instead of this, let me first start with a simple table for you all. Okay, so just wait, students. I'm trying to get the proper table which would be helpful for you. So it has spanning. I don't want anything with spanning. Anyways, uh, let's create a table on our own. Fine. So we'll go to table option, and what I want is I want to create a table employee with the following information: employee code, employee name, the department, designation, and salary. I want to create a table which contains these many fields. So we'll come to the next line, and here I'm going to type, I'm just going to go to table option, and how many columns do you see? These will be appearing in the form of columns. Now, if I tell you what are tables, so you already know that tables are an intersection of rows and columns. Okay, Horizontal lines are rows and vertical lines are columns. So I'm going to insert a table here. And because these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 columns, so I'm going to select 5 columns from here. You can see I've selected 5 columns, and I'm just going to select some 6 rows. So I've selected this grid and I'm going to click on OK. Now I'm just going to shift it to the next page. So here you can see the table has been created. Now this table could be created in multiple ways. That is, if I don't want this table to be created this way, I can also create it in multiple ways. Let us see how we can do this using the 6 different ways. Insert table. We have already used the grid. Now we'll go to insert table. Number of columns. So how many columns were there? Some 5 columns. So 5 is already displayed. We'll click on number of rows. I want how many rows? 6 rows. So I'll click on 6 and click on OK. A table is created. Go to insert table. We'll use this option, that is Excel spreadsheet. We'll click on this. Now because it integrates Excel sheet in your document, so it takes some time. When you click outside, you can see that it appears in the form of a table. When you double click on it, it will take you to the Excel view, and all your tabs also they change to the Excel tabs. So from here also you can create your table by simply inserting data. So suppose I want how many? 5 columns and I want 6 rows. So I will select them, go to this option, all borders,
Ma'am, attendance.
and click outside. 1 second here. So this is how I have inserted an Excel table. If you want to delete it, just click on it and press delete. Taken the attendance. And other option is quick tables. Now in quick tables, you can find some pre-created tables. Now here the thing is, even the data is fixed. If you want, you can change this data. But changing this data would be a very difficult task. So what we are going to do is, we are going to stick to our first option or the second option. Yes, I forgot to tell you about this one, which I am coming to it a little later. So I'm going to select how many? 5 columns and 6 rows. And so I have inserted that. And now about the column names. M code, employee code, M name, employee name, department, designation, salary. And now I'm inserting it. Now you can see how I'm moving. I'm using the right arrow key to move. Left arrow key, okay, down arrow key, up arrow key. So you can navigate between the cells using your arrow keys. Now one thing, now when I am in the first row and I'm using the left arrow key, it moves, it traverses every letter and then moves to the next cell. But I don't want to do this. I want to move between the cells, one cell to the other. I want to jump from one cell to other. So for that, I have to use the tab key on my keyboard. So now you can see tab 1, tab, tab, tab. Go to the previous one, shift plus tab. Keep the shift key pressed and press tab. This is only tab. This is shift plus tab. Okay. Similarly, here also tab, shift plus tab. So you can navigate between the cells within the table using your arrow keys also and your tab key also. The tab key differs in the sense it will jump from one cell to another, whether it is filled or not. Got it? And arrow keys will traverse through each and every letter within the content of the cell. So now students, these vertical lines, this is one column, the second column, third column, fourth column and fifth column. This is first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, and sixth row. So all the, please write it down, vertical lines. Columns are the vertical lines in a table, and rows are the horizontal lines. Why vertical spelling is wrong? Vertical, yes. Horizontal lines in a table. And what is a cell? Intersection of a row and column is a cell. The place where one row and one column meet is a cell. Like this is one cell. If I just highlight this using some color, this is one cell, right? And this is one column and this is one row. Is this clear to everybody? Difference between columns, rows, and cells? Please write these three things down in your copy. Or I'll send it. Yes, I've sent it to you. Check your chat message. Now, I'm going to remove this color. I'm going to fill it with information. E101.
Ma'am,
Yes, 1 second, dear. Yes. What is it?
due to glitch are rejoin again.
I can't hear you, Buta.
Ma'am, due to a glitch, I need to rejoin again.
Could you type and give me? You are not audible actually. I'm not able to make out what you are saying. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
Ma'am, she is telling glitch. She was not able to join the meeting.
अच्छा, okay. Fine. ठीक है, thank you. That you good that you informed me.
Ma'am?
Doesn't matter. Yes.
Ma'am, I'm not able to see the chat.
Chat is not there.
Yes, ma'am.
Take a screenshot. Taken. I will
Yes,
share this file with you at the end of the class, okay? So don't worry. Now see, I have reached the end, that is salary. I'm going to press tab key to reach the next one. That is, it will again start from employee code. So 102, some other names I'm going to type here. And now I'm at the end. Suppose I want to insert another row at the end. I will simply press the tab key on the keyboard and it will insert another row. Tab, and again when I press tab, it will insert another row. So this way also I can go on inserting as many rows as I want in my table. Understood? So I hope you all understood how to create a table. Now we will see how to
Ma'am,
format
due to some glitch, I have to go.
Okay, who is it? What happened here?
Ma'am, due to some glitch, ma'am, my Microsoft was isn't responding, so I leave the class.
But I can hear you properly over here.
Ma'am, I cannot see your screen.
Okay, you do one thing, hang up and try to rejoin. Okay,
Yes,
hang
ma'am.
up and rejoin. Okay, so I'm going to add two more records over here. Maybe I'll take. So I have inserted some records over here. Now, how can I format this table? Suppose I want to format the header row. Students, this top row, which contains the names of all the fields, that is my header row. So I can also format this header row differently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just make it bold. Okay, give a different color to the table. So I'll go to this option. I'll go to the home tab, paragraph group, and I'll go to the shading option, and from here I can give any color to the back of the table. So you can see that the header row has been formatted differently. Likewise, I want to give a different color to these cells. So again, I'll go to fill color and I can give some color to these cells, and I can give some other color to these cells. So this is how I can nicely beautify my table, decorate my table. Now what I need to do is, on this table, suppose you want to insert another row or column. How to do that? Suppose I want to insert another column in between designation and salary. Between designation and salary, I want to insert a column. I want to insert a column named DOB, that is date of birth. So how to do that? So for this, there are multiple ways, okay? I have to select salary because I am going to insert something before salary. So in many ways you can do this. Like suppose right now I have clicked on salary. You can click on designation also. I have clicked on salary. Right click on this, and here you will find insert. Now insert columns where? Columns to the left or columns to the right? Remember, you have to insert something between designation and salary, and right now your cursor is where? It is in salary. So which option you are going to select out of these two? See the magnification
Left.
view and tell me. Yes, very good. You will be clicking on insert columns to the left. Suppose you were in designation. Right click, insert. Which option?
Right.
Right, exactly. Okay, so now this is how you can insert a new column. Yes. Another way, you have to go to the table tools tab, layout tab, and here you can find these options. Insert above, below, left, right. Let me write it. Select your table. Then you go to, once you select the table, you have to go to, just place your cursor in the appropriate cell wherever you want to insert something. Okay. Suppose I have placed my cursor here. Now I'll go to which tab? Table Tools tab. I'll go to Table Tools tab. From there, I'll go to Layout tab. And from there, I will be going to which group? Rows and columns group. Rows and columns group. And from there, I can select insert left, right, above, below. Now tell me something. We have 4 options here. Left, right, above and below. Which one refers to which? With left, what you can insert?
Ma'am, to the right,
left, you
the
can
left
select,
of the cell.
you can insert what? You can insert a column. Right, you can insert a column. Above and below, you can insert a row. Left or right क्या हो सकता है? Column हो सकता है. You can say that department is towards the left of designation, salary is towards the right of designation. But when it comes to rows, it will be above row or below row. Kavita Sharma is above S. Velan or Rahul Mehra is below S. Velan. So here this is what we can say, that this name, the record for Kavita Sharma is above the record for S. Velan, and the record for Rahul Mehra is below the record for S. Velan. Understood? So when it comes to above and below, it will always refer to row, and when it comes to left and right, it will always refer to column. So over here, suppose, students, please, I'm going to send this one to you. 1 second. I'm making sure that you know where to search for a particular option. I'll send this to you. Now, over here, suppose I want to insert a new column in between employee name and department. So I'll place my cursor anywhere. Now, what should I do? You can see that I get table tools, I get layout, and from here I will be selecting which of these 4. Remember, date of birth column should be between employee name and department. And the cursor is currently blinking in employee name. So out of these 4 options, which one should I choose? Come on, give me the answer. I have to insert a new column between employee name and department column. So out of these 4, which one should I select?
Insert right.
Very good. Insert right.
Insert
okay.
right.
And I'm naming it as DOB, that is date of birth. So I'll be inserting date of birth for them. So suppose the date of birth of Amit Raj is 12th December 1984. Suppose the date of birth for Kavita Sharma is 13th February 1979. So this way I can go on inserting date of birth for all of them. Understood? Now, suppose I want to insert a new row in between S. Velan and Rahul Mehra. What do? I will place my cursor anywhere on this row. कहीं भी रखो, ठीक है? Suppose cursor is over here, and the question is, your new row should be between S. Velan and Rahul Mehra. What do? Can anyone tell me which steps should I take?
Insert below.
Yes, first I'll go to table tools, layout, insert. Are you sure it will be insert below, because it has to be between?
Ma'am,
Insert above. Okay, so here you get a new row inserted between S. Velan and Rahul Mehra. So now here you can enter your data according to your requirement. Basic idea of tables is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Now we'll move on to
Yes,
the
ma'am.
next one, and we will try to create some other table. So I'm going to go to this class 10th folder, and I'm going to select images. See. Okay, I have this small table here, club. Okay, how many columns can you see here?
7.
7 columns are there.
Ma'am, 7.
Okay? Yes.
7.
And how many rows
7.
do you see here?
7.
Now,
7.
the number
8.
of records.
7.
10 plus 1. 10 records
Ma'am,
of the
8.
people plus, my dear, not 8. It will be, you can see over here, there are how many records? 10 records plus one header row. So that would be how many
11.
rows? 11 rows.
11.
So when you select this, when you click this, you'll go to insert table, and here now maximum how many rows you get? 8. So you have to move to insert table, and number of columns was 7 and number of rows I will be setting as 11. Click on OK and you will get the basic structure where you can start filling in the data. Understood? Now to delete a table. If you try to click on delete button, suppose I have selected the table and clicking on delete button, nothing is happening. How to delete it? Place your cursor anywhere within the table, anywhere. Go to table tools, layout option, go to delete option. From here you can delete anything. Delete cells, delete columns, delete rows, delete table. So I can delete the table from here. Similarly, suppose in this one, this extra row I want to delete. So what I'll do, I'll place my cursor anywhere. Now I'll go to table tools, layout, delete, rows. If I will get deleted because the department column, this row, not this column. Understood? So either you select the row or you place the cursor anywhere within the row, go to delete, select delete rows. So that row will get deleted. Clear? Coming to the next one, that is draw. I have already taken the attendance, dear. I'll take it again for your sake. Yes, I have taken it. Now we'll go to insert table and we'll explore. Yes. Is it? Yes. We'll go to table and we'll go to draw table option now. Okay, so I'm going to click on draw table. Now draw table gives you a pencil icon over here. You can just click it and draw the outline of the table. And here, very easily, just like you draw in paint, draw lines in paint, it is even easier than that. You can create columns. And here you can create columns in any ways you like. And you can create rows also. Suppose I want to merge these two cells, so I will leave that and continue it from the next one. So this is how you can use draw table option, but draw table option is not recommended because here, you know, the shapes and size, the size of cells might differ. Size of columns and rows is not the same. You can see each row has a different width, right? So usually you should not use this option, but because it is given, you can even explore this. It will work, it will work in the usual way as tables work. Suppose I want to delete it, I can right click also. I can click on delete cells, and from here cells would be deleted. So I'll go to layout and delete the entire table. Right. Now, on the table, now some other options, maybe we can click on. Yeah, I've already explained these things. Fine. One sec, okay.
Ma'am, can you show the previous table?
This is the previous table.
No, ma'am, that you have drawn.
This is it. Now, few more things.
Ma'am, in that you have merged the two cell, providing a larger space. Ma'am, if we insert a table from the insert that we have done previously, ma'am, how to do this one?
Yes,
that we have
thank
merged?
you for giving me the next topic to teach. I was thinking about that only. Now, suppose what I want to do is in this employee table, I want to create a header row, even on top of this header row. where I want to display the name of the table. So what I'll do, because I have to insert a row above this row, so I'll place my cursor anywhere, go to layout, insert above. So a new row has been added here. Now I want to merge all these cells. So for this, I will be selecting all the cells, and within table tools, layout tab, merge group, you will find an option merge cells, or right click, merge cells. So both ways you can click and you can create a merge cell. Similarly, suppose I want to merge all these cells. Select all of them, right click, merge cells. So all these cells are merged. Similarly, here also, suppose you want to merge these two cells. Select them, right click, merge cells. Got it? So this way you can merge the cells. So I'm going to type the name of the table here. It is what? Employee. Select everything, press Ctrl E and give it a center alignment. And I can also change its color. I'll go back to home, and from here I will give it a different color setting also. So this way I can merge the cells. And I can also split cells. How? Suppose I want to split this cell now. This large cell which is merged, I want to split this. So I'll place my cursor here. I'll go to table tools, layout option. So I'll go to layout option, and here I get an option split cells. Click on split and it asks, you want to split? Why you are unmuting yourself, Kartik Tripathi? Now suppose you want to divide this particular cell into 4 or maybe 2 cells. Okay, 2 cells, how? Vertically. There should be a demarcation in between. So that way I'm creating how many rows? I'm creating 2 rows. Number of columns I will set as 1 and number of rows I will set as 2. This will split the cell. There must be a device. Now the thing is, students, you can see over here already this merge cell is spanning across how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rows. So it is saying that the number must be a divisor of 5. So suppose I give how many rows? I want to give 10 rows. So I give 10 rows and click on OK. And it is saying it should be between 1 and 5. So obviously my choice should be 5. Click on OK and it gets split into 5 rows. Again I'll go back to split cells, and now let the rows be 1 and let the columns be 2. Click on OK, it gets split into 2 columns. You want to split it further, again go to split cells. You can increase the number of columns. I have increased it to 4. Click on OK and it gets split into 4 columns. So 4 cells are created from this. Now every cell, now here also you can split it further. I'll go to split cell, click on number of rows. Suppose I want it to be 5. Now you can see that it is split into 5. And it also had, if you remember, number of columns 2. So it split this cell into 2 more columns. I don't want that. I will select it as 1, 5 rows, and you can see that it is again divided into 5 rows. So this is how you can split the cells. Next option is split table. Yes. Okay, yes. One second. Yes, I know. I'll just complete this. I want to split the table. Suppose I want to split it at the end of 2600. So I'll keep my cell selected. Over here, I'll go to split table. But what happens is it splits the table exactly at that row where I have placed the cursor. I want to split the table after 3 records. So I have to place my cursor in the 4th record. It splits the table into 2 parts depending upon where I want it to split. I want it to split after 3 records. So today we understood header and footer, odd even pages, notes and notes and with this I end today's class. We'll meet in the next period.